thing. Okay, sorry to be looking like a hot mess. A hot mess. My face is clean. My body's clean. Despite how I look. And I'm drinking my coffee. Okay. You know, they say a sigh is a sign of something. Hmm. I woke up this morning. Of course, the good Lord woke me up. That's the one I want to give thanks to. But lately, I've been kind of like, hmm, second guessing a lot of things. Not God, though. I wouldn't dare second guess God. Let's see here. I love watching the Fear of the Walking Dead, The Walking Dead, anything. But they have so many different ones. But I like to binge watch. Let me see. 2010. 2010. The Walking Dead, that is. Now they got The Walking Dead, The Fear of the Walking Dead, The Walking Dead Beyond. They got Walking Dead, Dead City, and all these different Walking Deads. They got another one I can't even recall, but I watched it with Terry Crews is in it. Okay, okay. Today is Sunday, and it's not the only day that we should worship. You should fellowship and worship every day. And I'm saying that to say something just don't sit right in my spirit with a lot of things that's going on. I'm not sitting up here, like just questioning God. No, I'm just questioning a lot of things that, oh goodness, I don't know why this does this. I'm just questioning. Some words are just so hard to say. I get tongue tied, talk fast, whatever. But got to set off this thing right here. Okay, I got the do not disturb off. Oh, because I be forgetting to turn that off sometimes. I have it off for my um. Okay, I have it off on my other phone, but I didn't have it off on this phone. That's what I'm trying to say. Sorry for the Okay, okay. Something just ain't. I'm coming back on to what I was saying. Sorry for how I'm looking. I don't feel like this, but I just got up, of course, about maybe an hour ago. First thing I do what I got to do, right? I'm still in some of my night clothes. I have on some shorts. I'm sitting here in my living room. You hear my birds. They're going to start chirping pretty soon. My granddaughter, she's still asleep. The kids asleep. Sometimes I feel like after my kid's father, we was married. like my life has stopped. Not me living, my life. I don't know if that's the same or not. I'm living, of course, because I'm breathing, but my life, I'll tell you why I say this. I just feel like, um, I guess, talking today or venting or whatever, ranting, venting. It seemed like all my life, and this is so true. And I think I, um, things, triggers, there's triggers. I take care of everyone. I'm not going to say people, um, but not everyone in general, but I'm speaking like a lot of people. Okay. Like I said, I'm not on here to be like bashing and putting people's names out and stuff. I am a mother for all my kids are grown, and I have 5 grandchildren. So all together, I say 9. So maybe that's what I need to start saying, 9 children. I didn't think about that. The truth. And it just seemed like I've been married twice. My kid's father passed away. We was together about 15 years, and I was together with my second husband. It's about 13, 12, 13, almost close to 15 years. I say it like that. So that's 30 years of my life. Okay, I'm 57. Okay, then I was in a long part relationship because in the beginning it was a relationship. Towards the end or in the middle or whatever, no, it wasn't. And this is a trigger for me as well because it's like, okay, I should have gave myself some time to be single. My second husband, he had some issues, mental issues. He was a hard worker, and sometimes we um, do things or keep up with things or want to be with things because of the lifestyle. Wrong reason. Okay, my kid's father was the best thing that ever happened to me. And I look at my kids, and I'm so serious about this. No excuse, no sympathy or pity bus. This is us letting people know about our lives. Let me know a little bit about this woman. Let me see what she's about, okay? And one thing you will learn about me, I'm transparent. What I put out there is what I want to know, or people to know. If I said it wrong, what I put out there, I want you to know, okay? He was the best thing. So fast forward to the third relationship, like I had stated. Um, I think I moved too fast with getting in a relationship. I should have had just stay single, you know. Despite that, I was with that person 7 years, and I wasted that. And all this is going to come together. This is me. My eyes lately been watering too. I don't know if it's because I want to cry or it's allergies, but then I think about it. I have Graves' disease, so it could be that too. I wasted my time with him People don't know true friendship, love, being loyalty, or what. I don't know why lately it seems like my lips is just, they're not chapped. It just seems so like nothing's been ever on it. I'm gonna put a little lipstick on because I don't like that. Let's look. Okay. And this is most, you will probably see me wear unless my daughter come and beautify me. As I say, I miss that because she can make me look 20 times better than what I do now. But I don't look bad. And I'm not downplaying myself. I just got this bonnet on. Nope. I don't go in those stores and stuff with bonnets on my head, but that's okay. This is what I sleep in or on with on my head. When you put all of your eggs in one basket, so to speak, and you don't get nothing back but hurt, I took myself away from that. I was so loyal to the point, now get this, this is the truth. After my second husband and I got a divorce, my oldest daughter, my youngest daughter, her husband at the time, it was just the four of us. No one had no kids. I didn't have no grandchildren at that point in time. Four of my kids had children in 2012. One was in 2013, and then later on, 2015. So that's five. I was with that person, showing loyalty, dedication, honesty, friendship. But what I get back in return was nothing but lies, hurt, and I blame myself for it. Mhm. Not for what that person did, because that was them doing it, allowing myself to go through it. Okay. That's why I say lifestyle, happens, life in it. But I shouldn't have to go through that. And I feel like leave it to be if it's in a relationship or not. I'm going through it. I keep going through it. I don't make promises. Mm-mm. But I feel like I let myself down most of the time. Hmm. Met that person in 2011 in person. And here I am, trying to trust and believe into a long distance relationship. Over the phone, you can be what you want. But when you see a person in person, I was exactly what I looked like in my photos. Hell, that was what? Ooh, some years ago. I'm gonna say 2000, so 13 years ago. Yep, 13 years ago. Wow. To think, coffee. This is what it looked like in the front. Cute, cute. Yeah, sure. Mm. Hold on, let me show you what it looked like. That's what it looked like in front. There you go. So to think that I was with that person and I wasted those years. I want to say maybe a year of it. This is my truth. I give it a year, but actually it was before a year. And the reason why I say I give it a year is because when someone relocate, they didn't have a car. I didn't really have one, but I was driving my daughter's car that was given to her because she didn't have license. So, and she had gave me, yes, and he even drove it. And I asked my daughter out of respect because it still was hers. She just didn't never get her license. My ex-husband was being funny when he gave it to her because it was supposed to be mine, but instead, when we went to do the change or transfer of his stuff and my stuff, I didn't go and do it. My oldest daughter, her husband, my youngest daughter did. I sat in the vehicle because I didn't want to see him or hear him. I heard his voice. I'm gonna show you how much of a anxiety and panic attack. I heard his voice, and I started crying. So, as I was saying, this is about the vehicle. Um, so I let him drive it, and as I said, I feel like I should have stayed single. Me and my ex-husband, second one, that is, our relationship was had been over. Okay, so I was ready. At least I thought I was. Okay, I'm being honest. Transparency is the key, but I wasn't because I was emotionally looking for that comfort and security and someone to love me. Acceptance. That's the word I want to say. Acceptance. I always felt like that all my life. I always felt like the only person that I feel accepted by is my kid's father. 18 years of my life, when I met him, I didn't feel accepted. Okay? My truth, my story, the book I need to write. He helped me through a lot of pain, suffering, depression. He helped me. He was much older than I was, but he didn't mold me. I stress that. He didn't control my mind. He didn't make me feel like I had to follow his lead. No. He did what he did out of love because he saw what I was going through. He literally saw it. I didn't go around telling anything, and I'm talking about my life as a child, as a teenager, a child, then school, elementary, middle school, high school. He saw it. Mhm. And when he saw it, I didn't know it at the time, but later on through our life and marriage and stuff, he took me away to protect me. And that's the only time. And I love my dad, but a lot of things my dad went through, it wasn't his fault either. Okay. But I love my dad. But I felt like, when you have children, it's more to, well, I'm not going to say more to life than working because he provided. So I'm going to leave that there. My kid's father saw the scared, the hurt, the painful child inside of me. And I was 18. He helped me. Yes, I'm emotional because he's not here no more. So everything I go through now, if he was here, I wouldn't go through. Why am I doing this? I'm gonna tell you why I'm doing this. This is almost like a journal, almost like a diary, almost like when you pass away or leave this earth. I want my kids to see how much I love them. I want them to see me share my life. I want my grandchildren, which in fact, my grandchildren know that I'm a sweet, good person. They always tell me things like, "You're the best. Thank you for doing this." My grandson, he always said, "Grandma, thank you for making the cake for us." Just little things. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about crying. I don't care. I just felt like I need to cry, release some things. I'm up in here in my living room by myself. And I'm looking around. I'm not living like I want to live, but I'm living. My house or place, apartment. I keep saying house because I'm talking, that's going to happen for me. It's going to happen. I'm going to get a house. Told my kids I want a house for them and my grandchildren. I want this house. I just felt like I needed to release this. Everybody I try to come in contact with, I'm not talking about my kids because my kids is always there. I'm helping them. I'm doing for them. I'm raising them. That's why I said I ought to say I have 9. But they can be supportive. I'm not going to down talk them if I need them. But I don't ask for nothing. Nothing. And that might be a bad thing too. Because if you need help, you need help. I say that in a sense like, um, I have, um, good morning, baby. My granddaughter just got up. It's okay. This is life, okay? And so if I need them, they're there. I don't like for my grandkids to see me cry because they have. And they worry. I'm a worrier. I said the other day, I said, "It's going away." I had all these like bumps on my face. I said, "Why the heck I have these bumps on my face?" Stress. I can't sleep. I always got something racing in my mind about the next step. When you are taking care of more than just yourself, me anyways, I gotta be on my P's and Q's and dot the I's and cross the T's and on my almost like a alert security guard or something. That's how I am. That's how I was with my children. And I have to tell them sometimes like my grandchildren, I have to tell them like, be careful. If I see that, like say for instance, if a chair and they sitting in it and they sitting on the edge of it and they lean up, I said, be careful. Because I mean, I'm just aware and alert and see all. So as I was saying, my kid's father, and I know he be right in the room with me. Sometimes I feel this. Like in the kitchen, for instance, I'll be making some coffee and I'll leave the cabinet open and I look up and I say, okay, I understand. I should probably go in my room because it's just a lot I say. And so just having one of those moments, people just ain't fair. People are selfish, cruel, mean, and that's what I get. Mm-hmm. 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 I ain't trying to be funny. All my life I had to fight, pretty much. In a humorous way, but truthful way. And how is one, I guess you can subscribe, hit the notification. How is one to feel when they feel like every time you turn around, something happens? But get this, it ain't you causing it. But then sometimes you got to think about it. Am I causing this to happen? Because you allow it to happen. I hope I made sense when I said that. I said sometimes in life, it's not your fault. But sometimes in life, is it your fault? You don't have nothing wrong with you per se. Grandma will fix you something to eat pretty soon, big girl. Okay? Naraya, I'll fix you something to eat pretty soon. But let grandma do this live and I'll be off shortly, baby. Sometimes she have cereal, but she don't have cereal 2 days. I'm gonna fix her something hot, um, hot breakfast. Um, but sometimes it's your fault if you allow it, but you don't have no control over it. Sometimes it's like you're not controlling your life. It's like a remote control. You push that button because you control it. That's why it's called remote control, right? I just don't understand. As I said, I can have a certain amount saved up. I have my license. My grandkids catch the bus to school. Thank God for that. But I'm talking about to have to go to the store. Sometimes you don't have money to pay for Instacart delivery, the fees and all this stuff. Yes, I pay for the membership a month, but I'm talking about those fees and tipping them and all this stuff. By the time they get finished with your fees and stuff like that, your tip might be $7.50. I'm just throwing something out there, and then the fees might be a $5.99 service fees. That is because I don't have to pay for the delivery. But you know what? They gotta always get you some kind of way, the taxes and service fee. But I'm talking about with cash, okay? By the time they get finished tallying it all up, okay, so I said 7 and 5. So give and take $14 or 15. You might because they a whole, the money for a case they might have to you might end up having to spend more. So they hold probably $60 of that. And I'm like, why are they holding $60? And you know what? I don't even think you get it back for real. I don't. Cause think about it. And I'm gonna mention this to my daughter. If I buy groceries on Instacart, that's what I'm saying, and I pay the 9 something a month, so I won't have to pay for the delivery. So the delivery is free. But I have to tip. Most times I do. I don't like I tip. Okay, so that's on there, and they'll put a amount. Like say for instance, if they put 12, you can adjust it to less or more. And if I have quite a bit, I feel like if it ain't worth that much to tip, a little bit under, but I tip. So, and depending on if they find my address, I might give them an extra $1 to $2, $3 or whatever. Because where I stay at, people act like they cannot find my address. Then I took my groceries, Amazon, the mailman not too much, but the UPS must have a new guy because the one that was delivering, he had been delivering out here for 12 years and he never had a problem finding people's addresses and stuff, and then leaving notes on the door. And that's another reason why I'm so sick of uh, my daughter ordered some pizza last month for all of the kids. DoorDash. It showed that her delivery was delivered. You know, to let you know on the app. It even show you the where they're at, and they just dropped it off and all that stuff. She went to look outside the door. So she called them ASAP. They said they delivered it. She told them it wasn't out there. Wasn't nobody trying to get over, trying to get no extra food or nothing. It was not out there. So they said they delivered it. So I stay in two. There's a two in the front. Okay. My address is in the back. You can't drive back there. I'm just saying. You have to park on the side, come down the sidewalk. Okay. It's not dark because now they have those bright lights outside. So when nighttime comes, honey, it lights up the whole area all throughout here. And I was like, whoa. So if a person said they can't see your address, that's because they're not looking. Bright. Okay. And I like that because when you get out of your car, like I said, I stay in the back. You come down the back, you can see. So some just told me to go up front. There's a two up front, two in the back. Only on this first level where I live, there's one there, one across. The maintenance guy is my neighbor, and then mine. So there's three. Typically, there's like 2, 3, 4 on the second, and then on up because it has 3 levels. I went and knocked on the girl's door up front. Okay. I don't feel like one would probably say, why did you do that? Well, I don't feel like I did anything wrong because I went, knocked on the door lightly. My granddaughter was with me. She's 8. I said, by any chance, was there something delivered here? She said, no. I said, because they stated that they delivered it here. Because they said they did deliver it up front. That's what they said. Now I'm saying it. How they said. She said, what are you insinuating? How am I insinuating? I didn't accuse you. I asked you a question. And I would have took that as walking off saying, okay, thank you. My granddaughter's with me. As I proceeded to walk off, she called me a BITC. She called me a bitch, okay? She called me that. And I went back. I said, excuse me? I said, oh, so yes, by this time I got sarcastic. I said, by the way, a lot of my packages get delivered here because they do. They take pictures of the doormat, the door, and everything. Okay. Now, I could see if they didn't take pictures and it didn't show. They show. Okay, one would probably say, how you know that's for certain? I'm going to tell you how it's for certain. I can stand outside to wait, because sometimes you could track it and say 2 stops away, 3 stops away, 5 stops away, or whatever Amazon that is. And I'm standing out there, and they're turning here just like the other day. I was waiting on my granddaughter's things and uh, my ink for my printer and stuff. I'm standing out there. The woman went around the carpool, came back, and was about to go up to the next building next to mine. They think just because they see an odd number, all of these are odd numbers on this side, okay, where I stay at, okay? Like it might be a 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, odd numbers. People know what odd numbers is. I'm just saying. So I'm waiting. Me and my granddaughter outside waiting. She was about to head next door. That's why I know. I said, do you have anything for me? I told her my name. She said, yes, 2 packages. Come to find out, she was going to give me someone else's packages. And I was honest to say, that's not my package, because it had the same person's name on it. So she probably could have backtracked anyway and said, I gave that woman your package. She gave me my package. And I told my granddaughter, I said, see what I go through? February the 13th this year, 2023, I had to order me some, I guess you could call like a burgundy, reddish color house slippers. I got some purple ones just like it too. Oh, they're in my room. For Valentine's Day. That was a Monday that they were supposed to be delivered on the 13th. Valentine's Day was on a Tuesday. Okay. Don't forget no dates, times either. It said deliver, because you get notifications. And then sometimes it won't track, or you can see where it says 1, 2 stops. When I saw that it said deliver on my phone, I got up right away. I'm literally sitting here. Okay, here I am, and my front door is here. Okay, there's my front door. I don't know if y'all can see it, where the bird cage is. Okay, well, it's there. They didn't knock, and it wasn't out there. Okay. So I came in the house right away. I said my package was not delivered to my house. So something just told me to say, look in your email, because a lot of times they take pictures. Now it said deliver, and the picture showed the mat up front, the doormat in the front of their door. I was sitting out on the stairs right by their door, and I knocked. Someone was in there because there was someone else sitting on the stairs with me too. She was the lady that used to stay across, his girlfriend. She was waiting on her package, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna go out here and talk with her and see if I can get my package from them. We sat there for a little. Uh, this might be stupid, but she got scammed. The lady did, the other lady, but that's besides the point. We sat there for a minute because she kept saying that they was going to deliver her package because she paid for it. She never got the package, okay? And we was there for more than 2-3 hours sitting, which it wasn't no problem because we was talking too. And I said, maybe somebody come. She said, someone's in there. The one I was waiting with, sitting on the stairs. And if I show you where the stairs is to the door, someone was in there. I heard somebody in there rambling. It was real quiet though. But someone was in there, literally. So that's why I asked her, when I went to see about the pizza thing situation delivered. She cussed me out because I asked her that. Oh, I'm not done. They end up delivering them on the 15th, which was Wednesday after Valentine's Day. This time I was able to track it on the Amazon site. If they have it to where you can see the stop sometimes, it depends on if the person's doing their job and they want to put that up there. It's like GPS. So, you like, oh boy. Hmm. When I see that, it's like the other day was 5 stops. I didn't have no problem because me and my granddaughter was outside. And I was out there with the grandchildren. My youngest one, she's 8, riding the bike and all that, right? I said, let me go on out here because I was waiting for a package through Amazon and one was supposed to get put in my mailbox. And um, so I wasn't worried too much about the one in the mailbox because the guy that delivered, the regular guy, he puts my stuff in the right mailbox. Okay. The guy came, almost forgot my train of thought for a minute. The guy that delivered it on the 13th, he delivered it on the 15th, right? It was an African American guy. He was young, short, small frame. And he handed me my package. I said, could I ask you a question? By any chance, did you deliver a package here on Monday, which was the 13th? He said, yes. Watch this. This is how God put people at the right place at the right time and send that person back on around. I said, by any chance, do you remember where you dropped the package off? He turned around and said, right here, because we was on the stairs, because I let him come inside. And he was standing in the entranceway of the door, and I was standing, on the stairs, a little bit distance. But anywho, so I said, by any chance, you know where you dropped it off at? And he said, he pointed, he said, down there. I said, I went to the door and asked them. He said, ma'am, I am so sorry. I said, you okay? Because you brought me my other pair. Had to reorder. And he apologized. He said, I am so sorry. I said, you know what? Hey, he apologized. I got my second package, but I knew because they took a picture of the doormat in front of the woman's door. And I even called them and asked them, I said, do you see the picture that they took? The woman said, yes. I said, could you describe it to me? And she told me. I said, ma'am, that's not my doormat. I said, go into the files or something like that and see if you see another doormat, another kind, a certain kind or whatever. And I described my doormat. And she said, yes. She said, ma'am, I am so sorry. I'm so serious on everything I'm saying. I said, the same guy came back on the 15th that delivered it on the 13th for Valentine's Day. I was supposed to have it before Valentine's Day, but got delivered up front. And so that's why I said people is so mean and cruel to me. And my granddaughter said, that woman cursed my grandmother out. Out. Hmm. And I hate she had to witness that. Just like me and her went outside last year. And like I said, they typically go up here to the front. So I saw the stops again. I said, come on, Marley. And she wanted to go with me. So she went with me. She real close to me. All my grandkids is. I don't approach no one. I'm distance because you don't get in people's space, right? So I'm like, okay. I saw that he was going next door. I didn't think nothing of it because I'm not the only one, trying to get packages, right? So he got in the vehicle and I got a little closer, but not real close to him. I said, excuse me, excuse me. I said, do you have a package for me? And I told him my name, address, and everything. He said, no. So he got in the back of the truck because I thought he was about to leave, but he got in the back of the truck. He got out the truck and he had my package. Okay. And he got smart with me, like, really smart. My granddaughter said when he left and everything, that man was mean and wicked. I called and made a complaint. Oh, let me tell you this. This is why, disclaimer, a lot of people get hurt or whatever. And said what happened and heard, I mean not heard. I told them what my granddaughter heard. Uh, Talking too fast. Okay. What my granddaughter heard. And I told them everything. And they said, "Man, you won't have that problem no more." Because they can see who comes out to deliver, but they can't tell you. Tell me why I was in my house. My daughter was here at the time. She was sitting outside. I was in my room, and she came in because we was watching TV together. We was watching show Sisters, and she said, "Guess what, Mom? Marley said that was the same man that delivered the package that was me." Okay. I had ordered something else. Me. This is me now. So 3 times. First time me, then my daughter, and then me again. He pulled up in the front of my doorway, facing the door, and I was standing outside on like the landing on the porch. And he said these words. He said, "Hey," he said, I ain't saying my real name. I can just say Mona, because that's what my daughter and them call me, Mona Lisa. Okay. And I was like, you know how scary that is? You don't know what people have in on them or in a vehicle or anything. I think that's a lawsuit. That's my opinion. Because why would you send that person out 2 more other times? The first time, okay. Second time, my daughter, and then the third time again, me. The same address. And then how terrified my granddaughter was 8 because she remembered it. She remembered it. She has a good photographic memory. She really do. Like they said, don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it, don't. So before it gets loud up in here, you heard my birds. I got to get up, wash my hands, cook my granddaughter some breakfast, and I'm glad I was able to release a lot of what I'm going through, but I still didn't finish it because it kind of got thrown off. But I can come back, part 2. So as always, be you, do you, for you, and love you.